Alright, now let's have somebody leave the room. We're going to play the game of Arms Expert, and you guys can decide amongst yourselves because I can't see you back there. So we're going to have somebody leave the room, and
Buddy!
Buddy's going to leave? Alright, Buddy's going to be an expert. We're going to have two actors out here. Let's get John and Alex, since you guys didn't play the last game. And these guys are going to play Arms Expert with Buddy. What we need is a suggestion from you. We need an occupation for Buddy. He's not going to know what he is, but he's going to have to try and figure it out. So I need an occupation that requires some kind of... yeah, you guys give me suggestions. Some kind of physical activity.
Sea diving instructor.
Like say sport maker?
What was that?
Sport maker.
No, what instructor?
Like a
Scuba diving.
scuba diving is the word.
Scuba diving.
Like in the ocean and...
Alright, what's going to happen is Buddy's going to come back out here, and Alex is going to pretend to be his arms, and John is going to be an interviewer asking him questions. So without the use of his own hands, Alex is going to try and help Buddy figure out what his occupation is with John's interview questions. In the meantime, John's going to be asking him questions, and Buddy will have to answer them as if he knows what his job is, but he won't, so it'll be funny, right? Alright, let's get Buddy back in here on the count of three. We'll yell, hey Buddy. 1, 2, 3. Hey Buddy! Remember he's an actor, so cheer. Alright, Buddy, thanks for coming and joining our interview. Please proceed whenever you're ready.
And I told my wife, if we're ever going to make this marriage work, we have to... Oh, we're back up. Welcome back, Benton, Massachusetts. We're back on Public Access 6.
Thumbs up!
Like we promised, we have Professor Hockenberger here today to just tell us a little bit about how he got to be so amazing, so professorly. Let's begin at the beginning, as the Count Basie once said. Tell me, how was your childhood? I understand it was a bit traumatic.
Well, let me ponder that for a bit, if you would, Chester.
Take your time.
Yes, well, you see, there was, we moved a lot. We moved around a lot, so I wasn't really able to set up a stable foundation, which I'll show you here with my hands, just a foundation. Just a foundation. I was able to make friends quickly, though. That was always my thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you like me. But I've always been pretty charming, though. I've always been pretty charming, so.
That's true.
Yes.
And did it help that you always seemed to stay by the coastlines? Did that seem to help you in your profession?
Yes, it did. It helped me because I learned how to fish. And if you teach a man to fish, Chester, you teach a man how to catch a fish. That's what my father said. He wasn't a smart man. He wasn't smart.
That's true. He seemed to have been out of context with that quote. So, tell me, you went to the prestigious Oxford University. I understand that their program for this particular job that you do is not very large.
No. There's only 2 people selected in a lifetime that I'm aware of. And I was one of those people. And it was because my father won a bet.
I see. Would you care to tell us about the bet?
Oh, yes. What had happened was he had caught a fish, and he bet someone he could make up a ridiculous saying. And he won, my friend. He won! Yes.
Yes. I see. You look a bit parched.
Oh, yes.
Could we get a bottle of water?
Oh, please, yes. I am
From the back.
extremely thirsty.
From the back.
Yeah, it's right here in front of me. Right here we go. Refreshing! I like to get it on my stomach and then later suck it out of my shirt. That's what I do.
It must be nice to be around fresh water instead of salty water.
Yes, I've never been flexible. I can barely feed myself.
So, how low? Can we get some?
Yeah, I'll get some later.
Okay. Clarence is good at taking things away. So.
How
long? No, thank you. Okay, no, okay. Tell me, how long can you hold your breath underwater?
Ah, yes. Yes, consecutively?
Yes.
Well, and forcefully held under or just on my own? There's a difference,
Let's just do your own.
Oh, yes, well, I've always been gifted in that area, basically because I was hiding from my father in the water, so it would be up to 7 minutes at any given time. When my father would find out, he would teach me a lesson by holding me under for additional 2, so it was 9 minutes. It was really the length of time I was able to do it that one time, and then my mother, of course, sued my father. So,
Well, you wouldn't want to talk about that, would you?
It's kind of awkward since she's in the audience. Hi, Mom.
Well, as long as you brought it up, you might as well talk about it a little bit.
Oh, well, yes. What had happened was my mother then sued my father. We went to court, and she won custody of the fishing quote, which is very popular in Massachusetts, where we're at. Hello, Massachusetts, thumbs up!
So,
Nothing? Okay.
it's very early in the morning.
Yes.
Can you tell me how much now do you charge for lessons with all these?
$7 per minute held underwater.
So, with all the equipment that you have, $7 a minute is quite cheap.
Yes. And I can listen to your heartbeat with this equipment.
Really? Wow, I didn't even know that.
If you use it correctly. Oh.
Guys, we need to go to break in about 30 seconds.
Oh,
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, so let's give a hand once more for our friend Professor Higley Bottom, whatever your name is. Yes. And can you remind us once again your amazing profession?
I am the greatest scuba